All right, welcome to this video here where we're going to be taking a look at solving for a side length using three pieces of information of a triangle. And what we can do is using sine law and cosine law, we can solve for really almost any triangle as long as we have three pieces of information. The only way it's not possible is if we have three angles. Okay. In this case here, we're given one side length and two angles. So therefore, we can solve for another angle, we can solve for another side length, and we can solve for this whole triangle. Now what you're going to notice here is that we are given side A, angle C, angle A, and we're asked to solve for side C. This is going to looks like a pretty typical sine law question, but let's draw out a diagram and see how it works. All right, I'm going to start off by drawing out my triangle. There we go. Not drawing the scale, it's just drawn out and labeling the triangle A, B, C. There we go. We have all of our angles labeled, and then we have to also label our corresponding side lengths. So little a is across from big A, little b across from big B, and little c across from big C. So you'll notice now that they are all nicely labeled, and so we're going to put the dimensions that we're given into this table here. We are given angle A, boom, right there, 89 degrees. Maybe it looks a little smaller than 89, but that's okay. It's 89 degrees, not 90, so it's not a right angle triangle. Angle C, 17 degrees, so let's plug that in there. And side length A, 5.3, so let's plug that right in there. Now, in a question like this here, we're asked to solve for side C. I didn't really highlight it, sorry, I probably should have. Let's go, nope, up that way, right? This way, there, kind of there. My camera's a little bit off, so I'm trying to figure out which way it works. We're trying to solve for side length C, which is there between A and B. We have big A and little a. That means that we can use sine law. And we have big C, so we can solve for little c when we plug everything into sine law. This is what it looks like here. We have 5.3 over sine of 89 is equal to c over sine of 17. Now, depending on how you have learned how to solve for that, you could multiply both sides by sine of 17. You could use cross multiply and divide. Either method really works as long as you understand how to do it and that it works each time. Okay, so you make sure that you understand the process, and you should get an answer of C to be 1.55. So that'll be the length of C. Now, one thing to just watch out for when we're doing this here is angle A is big and angle C is small. So there we go. Okay, so we're getting our bigs and smalls up here. That means that side A has to be a lot bigger than side C, which it is. 5.3 is much bigger than 1.55. That's important. If we get a number that's really close or bigger, we know we may have made a mistake. We might have typed something in wrong. We might have done some calculations wrong. But that's one way to kind of watch ourselves as to see if we make a mistake. All right. I hope that has helped you. I hope that you're able to kind of follow along, and these kinds of questions will hopefully become a little bit easier as we go. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day.